Good morning. Happy Sunday to all of you. Thank you so much for joining me this morning. My name is Danielle Fazio. This is High Altitude Yoga, and we are going to go ahead and get started with a nice slow flow this morning. Don't be deceived. Slow flow does not mean easy. Most of the time when I'm practicing a slow yoga class, I actually find it more challenging, which is not good to start your week off that way. A little challenge to light a fire and get you moving. So let's start today down on your yoga mat. And we're going to come into a child's pose to start. Have a prop handy if you plan on using it. Water bottles are great. I have my block at the top of my mat, and I'm going to invite you to start off with your block today. Knees apart, toes touch behind you, and then either extend your hands long and let your chest drop, forehead drop, or if you want a little more opening through the front side body, we're going to grab a hold of this block right here, maybe starting with the lowest level, and let your hands rest on the block so you can get a little more lengthening through the front side body. Now, if you have two blocks or a block in a water bottle, in my case, you can take your hands out a little wider on those props and really sink nice into the pecs and the shoulders right here. And then just let the forehead drop. Allow your breath to start to even out. Inhales and exhales right here. And let's start with one breath together and then work into that. So release any air in the body. Take a big inhale, breath through the nose. Open the mouth to sigh. We're going to do that one more time. Inhale, breath through the nose. Exhale to sigh. And then seal the lips. Feel a little bit of constriction in the back of the throat, moving into the Ujjayi, that victorious breath, that deep ocean breath. And we're going to attempt to even out the inhales and the exhale here. So assign a count to your breath. Maybe start with 3 or 4. Inhaling for that length and then exhaling for the same length. And take about 5 rounds of that on your own. A couple more, perhaps drawing in a little goal for yourself today during class or throughout the day. And sometimes in my practice, instead of focusing on what I want to accomplish during class, maybe send out a little love or some positive vibes to somebody you know out there who could really use it today. And do a little dedication in your practice. Go take one more breath, just like that. And then on the next inhale, come up slightly. Remove any props, just place them in onto an area on your mat where you can reach them. Come back to child's pose and walk your hands over to the right. And take a full breath here. Deep inhale. Deep exhale. Inhale through center. Exhale, walk it over to the other side. One more breath. Full exhale. Inhale, walk the hands back to center. And as you exhale, roll up to a tabletop. And tuck the toes under, stretch the fascia in the feet. Plant the hands, 2 wide high fives, stack the joints, wrist to shoulder, knee to hip, and inhale, drop the belly, lift the chest, let the gaze draw upwards. And as you exhale, curl the tailbone under, really round through the back, pop up between the shoulder blade, and tuck your chin. Inhale, breath. Sway the back. And as you exhale, big scoop and round. Again, inhale, breath. And exhale, breath. Good, draw back to center. Again, firm high five. Walk the hands a little bit more forward from the chest. Curl the elbows around and forward. Push into the space of the underarms and the shoulder blades and then scoop the belly. Take an inhale here. Let the chest come through, and then as you exhale, lift the hips up, downward facing dog. It's tempting to drop the chest here. I want you to take a little bend in the knees, let the chest drop a little bit, and then push up from the underarms. Okay, secure the shoulders with those broad muscles alongside your rib cage. Let the head hang. Inhale here, and then as you exhale, start to plant the heels down towards your mat, and then alternate bends in the leg. So right leg is going to bend, and then left leg. Okay, all the meanwhile, we're still hollowing out the underarms, engaging in between the shoulder blades, and scooping the belly. So we're lengthening out through the back. Good. On the next inhale breath, we're going to come nice and high onto the tippy toes right here. And as you exhale, swivel the heels over to the right and drop them down. Inhale back through center. Exhale over to the other side. Inhale back through center. Exhale, bend the knees. Let the belly drop toward the legs. Lift the chest. Lift between the shoulder blades. Bear pose for 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, lengthen the legs. Exhale, set the heels down. Look between the hands and tippy toe all the way up to the top of your mat. Yeah. Keep the legs nice and wide, wider than hip distance apart. Grab a hold of the elbows, small bend in the knees, sway side to side. Little rock right here. So opening up the whole back side of the body right here, all the way from the nape of the neck, the base of the skull even, down to the backs of the ankles. Okay, soft bend allows us to take a little bit of pressure out of the lower back right here and focus on getting those hamstrings awake and open. Shake the head, yes, no, and side to side. And then on the inhale, release the hands down to the mat. Maybe even grab a block or a prop underneath the right hand. Bend into the right leg. And then when you're ready, take a big inhale breath and lift the left arm all the way up toward the sky. Inhale, stretch long. Exhale, fold the arm behind the back, maybe grabbing that hip crease on the other side. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, little deeper twist. And then slowly release. Arm reaches toward the top and back down. Switch sides. Left hand on the prop. Ground is fine too. Bend into the left leg and inhale, lengthen through the right side body. Another inhale breath here. Exhale, fold behind the back. Again, option to grab that hip crease right here. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, twist from the waist. And slowly release. Inhale, stretch. Exhale, down to the mat. Okay, keeping the prop handy and within reach. Heel toe the feet together. Let the hands crawl up to the shins. Maybe a little bend here. Lengthen through the spine. Let the chest come through. Curl the back so it's flat. Inhale here. Exhale, forward fold. Again, inhale, breath, Ardha Uttanasana. Shoulders back, belly flat. Exhale, forward fold. And then inhale, root to rise. Come all the way up to standing. Reach nice and tall. As you exhale, hands come by your side. And then palms come into the heart. Take a breath here. Root down through the feet. Feel strong in your stance. Roll the thighs back and lift the front hips up. Good. On the next inhale breath, reach the arms all the way up. Continue to root down. As you exhale, interlace the hands behind the back or grab something between your hands. Step the feet a little wider than hip distance, small bend. Inhale, chest moves forward. Exhale, belly to thighs. Inhale, breath here. Shoulders roll back. Exhale, release the arms down, lengthen the gaze, and then fold. Inhale, look up. Exhale, step left foot, right foot to the back of your mat. Find yourself in a plank position and then drop down to the knees. Inhale, breath here. Exhale, lower the chest down. Inhale, slide through, plant the hands, push up, flat feet. Exhale, lower down, push back downward, tabletop position. Tuck the toes, inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, push through the underarms, lift the hips high, roll the heels back, downward facing dog. Okay, feet are about hip distance. Once again, we're pushing the ground away to stabilize the shoulders, scooping the belly, letting the head drop. Good. Look between the hands, come high to tippy toes. Bend the knees a little bit. Step right foot, left foot, top of your mat, toes together. Inhale, look up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, root to rise, come up to standing. Exhale, plant the hands at the heart. So let's take that 2 more times. Inhale, lift the arms. Exhale, belly meets thighs. Inhale, look up. Exhale, this time right foot, left foot, back of your mat, either holding a full plank or dropping to the knees. Chest forward, belly firm, push between the shoulder blades. Inhale here, exhale, maybe drop to the knees and lower, or float the knees and lower halfway, chaturanga. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Up dog, big difference here is we're stacking the joints and floating the thighs. Exhale to downward facing dog. Take a breath here, scoop the belly. Okay, high to tippy toes, bend the knees just a tad. On the next inhale, step left foot, right foot, top of your mat, and look up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, come up to standing. Lean back a little this time. And then exhale, hands to heart. 1 more, just like that. Inhale, reach the arms. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, look up. Exhale, left foot, right foot, back of your mat, high plank position, high push-up. Okay, move forward slightly, bend the elbows, lower halfway, or all the way down to your mat. Inhale, up dog or cobra, your choice. Exhale, downward facing dog, rolling maybe through that tabletop position to get there. Good. Scoop the belly. Big exhale right here. Good. Walk the left foot a little towards center. Take an inhale. Reach the right leg up nice and high right here. And then bend the knee. Open up the hips. Take a nice big breath right here. Drop that right shoulder just a tad. And then inhale back to straight leg. As you exhale, right knee comes in toward the chest. Hold it. Little crunch. And then step right between the hands. Drop down to the back knee. Inhale. Reach the arms all the way up. And exhale, press the hands to heart center. Good. Draw the thighs inward. Draw this front left hip up just a tad. Feel the big hip stretch right here. Big inhale breath. Exhale breath. Interlace the hands behind the back. Inhale, reach back. Continue to draw the thighs toward one another. And then exhale, slow release. Draw the back knee off the mat. Come all the way to the top. Toes together. Inhale, look up. Exhale to fold. Inhale, root to rise. Reach up, lean back. Exhale, right back down into your fold. Hands to ground. Inhale, look up. Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, left foot stays forward. Right foot steps back. Come down to the knee. Thighs draw in. Arms draw up. Inhale here. Exhale, hands come to heart. Really focusing on bringing this right hip bone up towards your rib cage. Feeling the stretch through the right hip flick. Exhale here. Interlace the hands, opposite grip on top. Inhale, chest rolls through, lean back, squeeze the thighs, and exhale, hands melt down to the mat. Back knee lifts off. Inhale, breath, down dog splits, left leg high. Bend the knee, open up the hips, drop the left shoulder down. Take a breath. Inhale, lengthen through the left leg. Exhale, set it down. Good. Pedal out the feet a little bit. Good. Okay, left foot comes towards center. Inhale, reach the right leg high. Right leg high. Exhale, tap it in, knee to nose, little crunch. Step forward. This time, stay high off the back knee. Lengthen through the heel, and then inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, hands press to heart. Inhale, lift high off the back toes. Exhale, bend into the front lunge, and then re-lengthen through the back leg. Okay, nice wide stance. Take it shorter if you need to. Always an option to drop down to this left knee. Inhale here. Exhale, draw the right hand back. Left hand comes outside the knee. Push the hand into the knee into the hand. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, push through the back heel. Take your twist a little deeper. Inhale, arms come all the way back up. Exhale, plant them down. Roll your weight forward, toes together. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, forward fold, belly to thighs. Inhale, root to rise. Come up to standing. Exhale, forward fold all the way back down. Inhale, look up. Exhale, left foot forward, right foot back. Stay high off the knee unless you're taking that option to drop to the knee. Thighs together. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, stay here. Inhale, reach high off the back toes. Exhale, as the hands come into the heart, lunge into the front leg, push through the back heel. Tuck this outer left hip back. Inhale, breath. Exhale, left arm back, right hand to outside of the front knee. Push the knee into the hand. Inhale, lengthen through the spine. Exhale, take your twist a little deeper for 3, 2, and inhale, arms roll back up. Exhale, plant the hands, swing this left leg back, high down dog, splits through the left. Good. This time, inhale here, keep it high. Exhale, crunch the left knee into the nose. Hold it, 3, 2, step all the way through. Stay high off the right knee. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, interlace the hands behind the back. Inhale, reach the chest tall. And exhale, release. Hands come to heart. Inhale here. Exhale, left hand back, right hand to outside of the knee. Inhale, long spine. Exhale, deeper twist. Inhale, arms reach up. And exhale, plant the hands. Lengthen through the front leg. Take a little hamstring stretch here, and then roll the weight forward, toes together. Inhale, look up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, root to rise, little lean back. Exhale, big swan dive back down. Inhale, look up, follow your breath. Exhale, left foot back, stay high off the knee, high lunge. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, opposite grip, hands behind the back. Inhale, lift and lengthen through the chest. Exhale, slow release, hands come to heart. Inhale, lengthen through the spine, push through the back heel. Exhale, right hand back, left hand to knee. Give that knee a little push into the palm. Inhale, reach through the spine. Exhale, twist from the waist. Inhale, arms come all the way back up. Exhale, plant the hands down. Lengthen through the front leg just a tad. And then recommit to that runner's lunge. Plant the hands. Push up and off. Down dog splits on the right. Inhale here. Exhale, set the foot down. Good. Really, really nice. Take a breath. One more breath just like that. Open the mouth to sigh. Good. Okay, left foot steps a little towards center. Inhale, reach the right leg up. Exhale, tap the knee in toward the nose. Hold it just for a moment. And then step right between the hands, staying once again high off the back knee, unless you're taking that knee option. That's always an option in any class. Inhale, breath here. This time, exhale, wind the left arm under the right. So we're coming into eagle arms right here. Option to grab the shoulders. You pick what works for you. Take a nice deep inhale breath here. So same thing we did when the hands were behind our back. We're going to lean back a little bit and then roll the thighs, or I should say squeeze the thighs toward one another so that you can maintain your toes. Take a big inhale breath here. Continue to lean back. And then exhale, bow down halfway. It's almost like you're an airplane about to do takeoff here, which is exactly what we're going to do. Okay, so chest moves forward, push through the back heel, find a spot to focus on. Inhale breath here. And then as you exhale, start to shift your weight forward, drag the back foot off the mat, and as soon as it launches off, flex the foot, drop the left hip. Continue to kick up through the back leg, squeeze the belly in, and then lengthen through the back of the neck as you look down. Okay, now this back leg doesn't be high. If you have it right here, that's fine. If you have a little higher, again, you do you today. Option to release the hands and grab a block if that feels better. Good. For 3, 2, and 1. Keep the arms, swing the back leg forward. Inhale, breath here. Exhale, knee crosses ankle, sit deep into a figure 4. From here, release the arms, reach them up, inhale, breath. Exhale, hands come to heart, sit a little bit deeper. Continue to flex through this left ankle. Feel a nice stretch through the outer left hip. Okay, drawing the belly in is going to support the back. Okay, and then gaze forward, not too far down, not too far up. Keep the neck nice and neutral right here. Soften the shoulders. Soften your toes. One more breath. Beautiful. Okay. Take an inhale, come up, hug the knee into the chest, and then exhale, stretch it back, hands to heart, warrior 3 for 3, 2, and drop the hands to your prop or your mat, standing splits. Kick through the left leg. Inhale, breath here. Exhale, breath, big step back, spin the heel flat, come into warrior 1 on the right leg. Inhale, breath right here. Exhale, breath right here. So we're just going to hold this for a moment. Okay, a couple warrior 1 tips. Take the right hip, tuck it back. Push nice and long through the outer edge of that back foot. Okay, front lunge can be 90 degrees or slightly less, just depending on how you're feeling today. Good, okay. Left hip draws forward. If you need to widen your stance to get the hips shining forward, do that, okay? Arms can be high, always an option to bring hands to heart. Soften through the shoulders, but keep the arms strong. Inhale here, draw the belly back. One more exhale breath here. Inhale. And then as you exhale, warrior 2 back of the mat. So you're spinning your arms open and spinning the feet around so that we're facing the back of our mat, okay? Front heel lines up with the arch of the back foot. Push this front knee outward, soften the shoulders. Belly firms in, tailbone drops. Inhale here, exhale here. One more breath just like that. Good. From here, flip this front hand up, reach back, reverse warrior. And then as you exhale, side angle. Elbow comes to knee, or you're going to drop down to the mat. Top arm reaches up, and then bicep to ear, swing it forward. Pull this bottom rib cage through and forward. Push through the back foot. Hold it. 3, 2. Last breath. Inhale, come all the way up. Hands come to heart. Bend into your right leg. Flip your back toes up. Try to hover off the mat. Hands can come to ground for support. Give me 3 breaths right here. Options to take a little opening or a wrap. Okay, for 3, 2. Big exhale here. And release. Come all the way down. Left hand comes to center. Find your runner's lunge. Wiggle the right foot open just a tad, and then take a twist. So without dumping too much weight into this left shoulder, reach the right arm high, tuck the right hip back, push through the back foot. One more breath. And hands back to center. Good. Push back. Plank position. Inhale here. Exhale, lower knees or push up, your choice. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take a breath. One more. Right foot moves a little more towards center. Take the left leg high. Inhale, breath. Exhale, tap it in, knee to nose. Hold it. 3, 2. And step that foot forward. Again, option to stay high off the back knee or drop it, your choice. Just remember, we're moving into that warrior 3 eventually, so you're going to have to peel it off at some point, right? Good. Inhale, reach the arms all the way up. And exhale, stay here. Good. Listen to release the hands behind the back. Let the chest move up. Big stretch for those shoulders. And then inhale, slowly release the arms up. Exhale, hands to heart. Swing the left hand back, right hand to the outer knee. Take a little twist here. And then back to center, arms reach. Inhale, breath. Exhale, left arm under right. So again, we're going into those eagle arms right here. Option to take full eagle, option to grab the shoulders. And take a moment to set yourself up right here. And then we're looking for a focal point. So it can be straight ahead of you. Maybe it's a little closer towards your mat. Just find a spot where you know you're not going to be too off balance. And then little lean back right here. So similar to what we just did, but in these eagle arms. Again, right arm is under, left arm is over. Thighs to one another, belly scoops, maintaining that balance without gripping the toes for 3, 2, and exhale. Halfway fold. Now's a good spot to, good time to find that focal point once again. Getting ready for takeoff. Inhale, breath. Actually lift the back toes off the mat. Power down through the left leg. Right away, flex those right toes. Drop the right hip and then start to kick up. Okay, chest is going to drop. Continue to move the elbows forward. Lengthen through the back side of your neck. Drop the right hip a little more for 3, 2, and 1 more breath. Good, okay. Back leg comes through. Kick it up, cross ankle to knee. Sit into a figure 4. Flex the right foot. Release the arms up. Inhale, breath. Exhale, hands come to heart. Sit a little deeper. Roll the shoulders back. Belly firms in. Chest is bright. Lengthen the neck. So maybe tuck the chin a little bit. And then soften through the shoulders. Soften your left toes. 1 more breath. Inhale, stand tall. Hug the right knee in toward the chest. And then sweep it back, hands to heart, warrior 3 for 3, 2. Hands down, standing splits. Okay. Point the right toes, kick up, just like you have a wet rag on your foot. You're trying to kick it off. Inhale here. Exhale here. Inhale, breath. Exhale, long step back, coming into warrior 1. Okay. So back toe spin slightly forward. Heel to heel alignment when you're ready. Draw the hands all the way up. Okay, so a couple tips once again. Front hip tucks back, right hip comes forward. Push nice and strong through the outside of the right foot. And this lunge right here doesn't have to be all the way to 90 degrees. Okay? Do what works well for you. Smooth out the curve of the lower back by bringing the front hips up a little bit. All that's really going to do is engage your belly, which helps support the back side of the body right here. Inhale, arms high or hands to heart, your choice. Give me 2 more breaths right here. Last one. Good, inhale, breath here. Exhale, warrior 2, back of the mat, so you're spinning all the way around and lunging into the right leg this time. Front heel intersects the arch of the back foot. Push through the knife edge of that back foot. At the same time, this front knee likes to drop forward, so push it out. Arms airplane out, soft shoulders, strong belly. So knit the rib cage back. 2 breaths right here. 1 more breath. Flip the front palm. Inhale, reverse your warrior. Big lean back. And then come all the way through side angle. Elbow can come to the knee, or you can reach down for your mat or your prop. Take the left arm high. Inhale, breath. Exhale, bicep meets ear. And lengthen. Extended side angle. Take the bottom rib cage, pull it through, and then tailbone extends towards your back heel for 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, come all the way up. Hands pressed to heart, lunge into your left leg, flip the right toes up, and squat down. Stay here or open it up. Give me about 3 breaths right here. Option to take this hands to heart, option to take a wrap and bind the hands with or without the use of a prop. Whoa, behind your back. Option to fall over, option to laugh. 1 more breath. and release. Runner's lunge, front of your mat. Wiggle the left foot over so you can take a comfortable lunge. And so there's room for that right hand. Take the outside front hip back. Inhale, reach the left arm high. Try not to dump all your weight into these bottom fingertips. So use your back, use your belly, use your thighs to lift yourself off the mat. For 3, 2, and 1. Good, hands come down. Inhale here, exhale, step back to plank, maybe taking it to the knees. Inhale, breath. Exhale, chest lowers or lower into your push-up position. Chaturanga. Inhale, cobra or up dog. And exhale, back to child's pose. Knees come wide, toes together, arms extend out. Inhale here. Exhale here. One more like that. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, tabletop. Exhale, downward facing dog. And from here, come high to the tippy toes. Exhale, little bend in the knees, step, or maybe try a little hop up to the top of your mat. Look up halfway. And exhale to forward fold. Inhale, root to rise. Come all the way up to standing. And exhale, hands come to heart. Step the feet about hip distance apart. Still facing the front of your mat. Take them out a little wider now. Heels in, toes out. Yogi squat. Elbows to the insides of the knees. Push the thighs open. Hold it here. 3, 2. Arms come forward. Balance. 3, 2. Sit back and roll onto your back. Bring the knees to tabletop position. Flex the feet. Okay. Arms come out wide. Press the palms down. Inhale here. Exhale, drop the knees over to the right, but not all the way to the ground. Hold them there. Press the palms to help you back. Stay stable in this pose. Stay here or lengthen the top leg. Stay here or lengthen both legs. Hold it. 3, 2, and inhale back to center. Exhale, other side, knees drop over to the left. Push the palms firmly into the ground. Suck the belly in. So squeeze it, lengthen the tailbone, maybe lengthen the top leg, maybe lengthen both legs. For 3, 2, and inhale back to that tabletop position. Good. Okay. Straighten out the legs. Belly draws back. Hands interlace. Cross the thumbs. Release the index finger. Okay. We have 10 toes. We're going to do 10 lifts right here. Okay. Inhale, breath. Exhale, pulse up. Inhale, halfway back. Exhale, there's 2 and 3. Going for 10. Halfway there. Here's 6, 8, 9, 10. Now stay up, release the hands, pretend like you're climbing a rope. Continue to flex the feet. You've got this. Belly scoops back. Try to soften through the neck a little bit and give me 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it high, reach a little higher, reach a little higher, and melt back down. Keep the legs high. Bend the left leg, let the toes tap the ground. Bend the right leg a little bit. Grab a hold of the toe or the hamstring or the foot. Just grab a hold of something right here. Inhale, breath here. Exhale, breath. Lengthen this bow. Flex the foot. Take the right leg out to the side. Inhale back to center. Cross the left hand under the right. Grab the outside of the right foot. Or bend the knee and grab the outside of the knee. Okay, so you have a couple choices right here. Release the right hand down. Inhale, breath here. Continue to engage this bottom leg. It's still working. It's not just hanging on for the ride. And cross your body. 3, 2. Inhale back to center. Switch. So you always have an option to keep this bottom leg bent, to little bend this leg, to use a prop. Again, you do you. Grab the hamstring, the ankle, hook the toe. Inhale, lengthen. As you exhale, I'm going to straighten out my right leg and really dig my heel into that sand. Okay, that's sort of the sensation we're going for here. And then let my left leg come out to the side. Okay, my right hip continues to firm into the ground. Inhale, breath. Exhale, breath. Another inhale. Another exhale. Inhale back to center. Now stay here and either bend the leg, grab the outside of the knee, or maybe a little bend so you can grab the outside of the foot. Inhale here. Notice my right arm is pressing down to center. Exhale, or down to the ground, over to the side for a little twist. Lengthen through the leg. For 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, ooh, all the way back to center. And then slowly release. Hug the knees in. And then roll all the way up to a seated position and through to tabletop. Inhale, breath here. Exhale, downward facing dog. Okay. On an inhale breath, reach the right leg high. Bend the knee, open up the hips, drop the right shoulder down. Okay, take a couple big circles right here. Option to stay here. Option to come forward to push-up position. Top toes, tap the ground, left foot spins flat, hips move forward, bottom shoulder rotates through with the rib cage as the right arm reaches overhead. Wild thing, 3, 2, and 1. Back to center. Inhale, reach the right leg high. Exhale, tap it in, knee to nose. Step through, high lunge. Inhale, reach the arms all the way up. Exhale, hands come to heart. Bend halfway forward. Okay, inhale, breath here. Exhale, fly the hands back. Fire up the triceps. Gaze forward, going into warrior 3, second round. Lift the back leg off the mat. Flex the toes, left hip drops. 1 full inhale, 1 full exhale. Inhale, swing the leg forward. Bring hands to heart. And then pick what position you want to do here. So you can stay here and grab the knee. Okay. Other option, right hand to hip, left hand grabs the toes. Now come up from here, shoot the leg out. So this is a very similar position to the one we just did on our back. Shoulders plug in, belly firms up, chest is bright. Power through the right leg, power through the left leg. 3, 2, 1. Carry it over to the side. Again, you can do this with your knee. Hold it. 3, 2, back to center. Switch. Outside of the knee or outside of the foot. Right hand moves, left hand moves to hip. Power through the bottom leg. Power through the lifted leg. Inhale, breath here. Exhale. Twist for 3. Maybe fly the arm back. 2, and 1. Back to center. Release. Warrior 3. However you can get there. Inhale here. Exhale, hands drop down. Okay. Grab a prop underneath the right hand. Left hand comes to hip. Inhale here. Exhale, open up, standing half moon. Hey, remember I said slow flow. Doesn't mean it's not challenging, it just means we move a little slower and enjoy the poses a little bit more. Through, I want you to keep it. Okay, slightly point those back toes up, so it's external rotation of the top thigh. Hips move up toward the rib cage, left arm reaches. If the prop is making it too easy for you, I want you to remove it. Float the hand, hold it. 3, 2, and 1. Soft bend, drop back, warrior 2 with the legs. Straighten through the front leg. Flip the toes to the long edge of your mat. Pigeon toe, the toes slightly inward. Inhale, reach the arms open. And exhale, forward fold. Good. Okay, now if you have inversions, you're welcome to pop into your inversion right here. We're going to do this twice, so you can always take the inversion the second time around. Okay? Maybe grab a hold of the ankles, outer edges of the feet or the toes. Rock your weight forward, roll the thighs back. And then back. Good, release. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, we're going to take, let's take a runner's lunge to the back of our mats this time. We're going to take that twist once again, but this time drop down to the back knee, wiggle the front foot all the way to the outer edge of your mat, and start in a lizard pose. We'll add that twist in just a minute right here. You're welcome to place a prop underneath. Maybe come down to elbows right here. Okay, still looking to open up this right hip. You're going to feel that stretch maybe even on the inner thigh of the left leg. And now let's move into that twist. So we're going to take this front leg right here, and we're going to roll onto the outside edge of the foot so that the knee drops out to the side. Okay. Now you can stay here. This is a wonderful place to be. But if you want to add the twist, we're going to press the left hand to the inner thigh, and then let this right rib cage roll through so the chest really pops and we're looking up, twisting through the upper body. And yet, as the left knee opens up and gives us space into the twist, we're also feeling this nice and deeply into that left hip. Okay, now if you want to add the quad stretch, we're going to bend this back leg, reach for the toes. Flare the toes out. Continue to support the right shoulder so we're not slumping into it right here. Give me one big full breath here. One big exhale. And one more just like that. Come all the way back to center. Let's take a half split. So wiggle the front foot toward the center. Inhale here. Exhale, drop the hips back. Flex the left toes. Good. Come back to your runner's lunge. Step straight back to downward facing dog, or take your flow through a little push-up to get here. Grab an inhale. Grab an exhale. Okay, left leg comes high. Inhale, breath. Bend the knee, stack the hips, take a couple circles. And then you have the option to stay here, or with the knee bent, come forward into a push-up position, take a wild thing. Top toes tap the ground, bottom foot spins flat onto the outside edge. Okay, rib cage rolls through, foot pushes flat, hips lift, chest lifts. One big inhale, one big exhale. Okay. Coming back to center, inhale the left leg high, exhale, tap it in, knee to nose, 3, 2, and step forward, high lunge. Inhale, reach the arms up, exhale, press the hands to heart, come halfway forward. Inhale, breath here, exhale, fly the hands back, fire up the triceps. Good, now find your focal point, warrior 3, take a little lift off, back leg, right away, hip down, flex the toes, kneecap points down. One more breath. Okay, as this back leg comes forward, hands come to heart, bend into the right leg, knee and hip are even, knee and ankle are even. Inhale here. Exhale, either grab a hold of the knee, stay here, plug the shoulders in, or left hand to hip, right arm reaches inside the kneecap for the toes. Okay, hook the toe, come up, broad chest, inhale, breath, exhale, straighten out the right leg. Again, plug the shoulders in, scoop the belly. Power through the standing leg. 3, 2, and open it up. Similar position to what we did, lying on our backs. Okay, kick the heel slightly forward, 3, 2, back to center. Option to bend the knee and grab the outside of the knee, or stay upright. Wind the hand under, left hand under right, grab the outside edge of the foot. Right hand to hip, power through the standing leg, power through the lifted leg. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, twist. Maybe open up that right arm for 3, 2, and back to center. Release. Swing it back, warrior 3. Inhale, breath. Exhale, hands down. Take a standing splits. Inhale here. Exhale, lower the top leg so it's even, making a letter L parallel to the mat. Left hand to prop if you have it, right hand to hip. Inhale here, exhale, open up, standing Ardha Chandrasana half moon pose. Okay. This top leg is in slight external rotation, but the hips are still coming up. So even though we're kind of opening here, we're still firming the belly to support this balancing position. Reach the right arm, stay here. Back leg, maybe float the left fingertips. Whoops. Okay, you can always come back. And you will notice that one side is going to feel potentially a little different than the other. Your gaze point's also going to make a huge difference. If you're looking down, your balance is going to be a lot more stable. One more breath. And little bend, step back. Whew, warrior two. Through the legs right here. Go ahead and straighten through the front leg. Toes to the long edge of your mat, slightly pigeon-toed. Option to take any arm variation here. Option to do your inversion if you didn't do it last time. Inhale, breath here. Exhale, forward fold. And take a couple of breaths right here. Doing whatever feels good to you in this moment. If you're taking the inversion, make sure that you are powering. Nice strong legs, strong upper back, so we're not dumping all of our weight onto our head and our necks here. Take one more breath wherever you are. And then slowly release all the way back down. Inhale, look up. And exhale, runner's lunge, front of your mat. So right foot forward, left foot back. Widen out your stance, drop down to the back knee. Okay, so starting with a lizard pose, finding a stretch through the left hip. Maybe grabbing a prop underneath the elbows, or in my case, a sip of water, because I live in southern Arizona and it's hot. Calling this Sunday hot yoga. You're welcome to hang right here if this is your jam. Otherwise, let's move into that twist into crooked monkey. So take the front leg. Again, make sure you're wide stance. Roll onto the outside edge, let the knee drop out to the side. Stay here, or left hand down, right hand to inner thigh, give it a little push, let the left rib cage come forward into a twist. Stay here, or take the quad stretch, bend the back leg, grab the toes, flare the toes out. Nice big opening through that right shoulder. Give me about 2 full breaths right here. One more breath. And all the way back through to center. Wiggle the front foot over so the hands can frame the foot. Inhale, breath here, exhale. Half splits. If you have full splits, you're always welcome to take that. Now, back into your runner's lunge. Exhale, step back to down dog or take your flow. Doing a chaturanga. And making your way to downward facing dog. Good. From here, drop down to the knees. Lift up for camel. I like to start with the toes tucked. Not only does it stretch my feet, but it also makes it easier for me to reach back initially. We're going to take 2 rounds of this. If you'd rather take a back bend on your belly or a back bend on your back, camel is a back bend. So any back bends go right here. We're going to take 2 of them. You pick. Okay. Hands to the lower back, just to the nape of your back, thumbs in, fingers out. Inhale here, chicken wing the elbows back. And as you exhale, hips move forward. You can stay here, let the head drop back, or reach for the heels, continuing to press the hips forward. Inhale here. Exhale here. Inhale, breath. And then hands supporting the lower back. Come up, untuck the toes. Second round with the toes untucked. Or, again, take another back bend, another variation. Okay, so hands to back. Inhale here. Exhale, hips move forward. Stay here or reach for the heels. Notice a lot of us start to lean back and the hips want to drop back and we're like, woohoo, we can reach our heels. Hips should stay stacked over the knees right here. Okay, I love doing this pose up against a wall. It gives you that feedback that your hips and your knees are in alignment. Good. On the next inhale, support the back, come up, windmill the arms around. And from here, drop back, and we're going to take another quad stretch. So I like to move forward first. We're going to come into what's called hero's pose. So we're going to keep the knees a little bit closer together and the feet wide. So this is how it looks from the front. We're going to do this at the top of our mats. The reason our knees are together and our feet are wide is we need that space to sit back. This is a great pose if your knees are sensitive to sit on a block, and you might be feeling this stretch right here. Now, if you're able to sit in between your heels, wonderful. If you have runner's calves like me, you got to move them out of the way first. And then either stay here or roll all the way back. Now, we did that camel pose, so the hips are getting a little more open, hopefully, than they were at the beginning of class. But if this still aggravates your knees, what I want you to do is come up and try it one leg at a time. And if that's still uncomfortable for you, you can bring both legs into a zigzag pattern, hands behind the back, and then whichever hip is behind. So in this case, this is my left hip. I'm going to push my left hip up a little bit and feel the stretch through the quad. This is a really pretty gentle way to get that quad stretch. If you have another pose that just gets you right, I want you to take that one here in lieu of those other ones, okay? Those are some good options for you. If you're doing one leg at a time, you are probably about 4 breaths away from switching sides. I will give you that cue. If you're taking both legs at a time, you can either give me 4 more breaths, come up and shake it out, or you can hang for that second side for folks doing 2 sides. Option to bring the arms up, grab opposite elbows. If you have a deeper back bend, you can enter from this pose. You're welcome to take it. Those of you doing one side, go ahead and come on up and switch sides at this point. And take about 5 or 6 breaths on the other side. About 3 more breaths, wherever you are. Last one. And as you're ready, using your elbows for support, pop up, hand, and then hand up. Come up onto the shins, and then draw the legs forward, shake them out, and take a nice, easy forward fold right here. So come right up onto the sitting bones, the sits bones, flex the ankles, inhale here, and exhale, walk the hands forward, perhaps clasping the toes. You can always bend the knees a little bit. I bend the knees the minute I feel it in my lower back because I know my hamstrings are tight, and that's why that's happening. So give that a try if you're feeling that same lower back pull. You can always ease into straightening out the legs. One more breath. And then inhale, come all the way up, and we're going to take a seated pigeon. Draw the left leg under and the right leg over. Going for ankle to knee, knee to ankle right here. It's okay if there's a gap, don't worry about it. Hang here, or you can shift your weight onto that top leg. Less is a lot of times more in these poses. Better to ease your body into some of them than to force it. So back off at any time. And just keep kind of playing with it. Aloha. Gonna take one more breath right here. And then come all the way back up. Keep that bottom leg bent. Take the top leg and plant your foot on the ground for a twist. Okay, tuck this bottom heel in towards your rump. Inhale the left arm high and exhale, hug the knee in for a twist. Option to take the elbow right outside the knee. Okay, inhale, nice and tall. Continue to plant your sits bones down. So we don't want any lift off here. And then we're twisting from the waist. Let that twist ripple all the way up until it meets your shoulders, with the neck being the last thing to move. And then back to center. So which leg is on top? Coming right into stacked logs, or fire logs as it's called oftentimes, on the other side. Staying here, maybe at some point easing into shifting some weight forward right here. And then if this is still too much just sitting here, you can always take this top foot and just drop it back a little bit toward the midline, and that should help some. And take a few breaths. Last breath. Good. And then sit nice and tall. Bottom leg stays bent. Top leg, plant your foot on the ground. Okay. Take that bottom heel, tuck it in, and then inhale, reach the right arm high. Exhale, breath, hug it in, or elbow outside the knee. Inhale, nice and tall. Exhale, twist, works its way up your spine until your neck turns. Very last thing right here. Big full inhale. Big full exhale. And then back to center. Good. Go ahead and shake the legs out. And then any finishing poses your body wants. I'm going to go ahead and come into a Baddha Konasana, bound angle or butterfly. If you have another one, or if you want to take this more into wide legs, you can. Take an inhale here. Exhale here. One more just like that. Good. Inhale, come on up. Okay, finishing any poses you need to wind down, eventually making your way into Shavasana. Our final pose today. Hopefully giving yourself enough time to spend a few minutes here. Take up as much space as you need and start to shift your weight onto the mat, onto the ground. And see if we can come back to that even breath. Pick a count. Inhale. Maybe a little hold at the top. And then nice smooth exhale to the same count. So looking for that nice equal breath, lifting into a longer exhale breath. And for those of you following along on Instagram, thank you so much for joining today. Stay here as long as your body allows, and I hope you have a beautiful weekend. Namaste. one more big inhale breath right here. Full exhale through the mouth. And when you're ready, take small movements in the body. And eventually shifting over to one side. And taking your time, come on up to a comfortable seat. And we'll close out our practice together. Hands to heart. We'll conclude with a collective breath. So when you're ready, sitting tall, big, deep inhale through the nose. And a big sigh through the mouth. Thank you for joining us for this slow flow. I hope you are able to enjoy the rest of your day and bring a little bit of that love from your mat often into the world. Have a beautiful day. Namaste. Don't forget to leave some comments. Let me know what you like, what you're looking for, and we'll see you again on YouTube. Subscribe for updates, and I hope to see you soon. Bye-bye.